Hello everyone. So let's talk about today what is the basic element of Darakat and what it means according to Gemini astrology and how it affects the marriage in our Vedic birth chart. Starting from the introduction. According to Gemini astrology, Darakarak is the lowest degree planet from Sun to Saturn. Let me tell you, Rahu and Ketu are not taken as Darakarak, and even Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are not taken as Darakarak. Only the planets from Sun to Saturn are taken as Darakarak. So, what is Darakarak? Obviously, the planet holding the lowest degrees, but it is also the planet which represents not only your spouse but your karmic bond with your spouse. Karmic bond in the sense like what connection you had with your spouse in your past life, because of which this person in this lifetime has become your spouse. And it also shows what responsibility your spouse is here to take in your life. Will it be your health? Will it be completely the marriage or wealth, etc. etc. So, now talking about Sun as Dharakarak, because in today's video I will cover Sun as Dharakarak in all 12 houses. So stay tuned. Sun is Dharakarak. According to Parashar Hora Shastra, Sun represents our soul, Atma. It represents king, father, profession. It also represents our life force. It represents our confidence, our self-esteem, and also it represents the area which gives soul its satisfaction. So when Sun becomes your Dharakarak, you will have to agree that only through your spouse you can get your soul satisfaction. Now it depends whether the Sun in your chart is naturally benefic or malefic and how well it is placed. It will depend how much satisfaction you can get from your spouse. But no matter what, your soul satisfaction will be hidden in your spouse's behavior with you. Samantha can give you a spouse who will be very confident, will be very charming. They will bring lot of confidence in you also, and it shows that this person, when they will come in your life, they will brighten your life. They will add something in your life which will be valuable. Because Sun is the king of all planets, and here your spouse has come in your life to actually teach you, guide you, and become your actually a become your king. Your spouse is not here become your king or queen. Actually, your spouse is not here to become subservient to you. If you think with this placement, if you have Sun as Dharakarak and you want to dominate your spouse, things will not work out because Sun is the king. Sun is here to rule. Your spouse is here to rule a certain portion in your life, or it can be your whole life also. Now, starting from Sun in first house. First house, Sun here can show that your spouse will completely take over your life once you get married. Because first house is you. First house is your basic element. It represents your ego, your confidence. So if Sun is beneficial, let's talk about what if Sun is benefic and it is well placed. Then your spouse will bring confidence in you. They will boost your self-esteem. They will help you lead a better life physically, mentally, and they will or they will bring things to your life which will make you shine in public also. And your fame will increase, your reputation, your career will improve. This also shows your overall health can improve. Like some people, if before marriage they were not so healthy, with this placement, with a benefic Sun, you can see an improvement in your health. Now, what if Sun is malefic and it is afflicted? Now, here it can show that your ego will be bursted by your spouse. They will not tolerate your tantrums, and they're here to teach you a lesson that you have to you have to make a balance in marriage, and you can't be someone who wants to be independent also. You want to do your own things and be in the marriage also. You have to be responsible and you have to agree to your spouse's demands sometimes. So, with Sun as malefic here can make the things somewhat complicated. In the second house, it shows that your spouse will bring obviously wealth in your marriage, and they will bring good values in your family life. They will be very responsible person. Once you get married, they will manage everything in the family. They will manage your wealth, your savings also. So here savings can be really good with a benefic Sun. And if Sun is afflicted, it can show that your spouse will be very dominant in marriage, and all the decisions, no matter what kind of decisions he or she might take, they will only take it. And if you will not agree to their decisions, then some major conflicts can happen. Now, Sun is Dharakarak in the third house. It shows that Sun here will, your spouse will make you far more courageous, bold. They will make communication more lively, and your communication skill will improve definitely here. It also shows that the efforts you will put will be recognized, and some lot of short distance traveling can happen. In traveling, you will not have to worry because your spouse will handle everything. Sun in the fourth house. Here you can expect that your spouse will manage home very nicely. They will take responsibility of house, of when to buy a new house or change of place or buy a new vehicle or providing comforts in house. They will surely manage it, and because Sun is the king, so in most of the time, if Sun is not heavily afflicted, it can show that you will enjoy luxury in your life. If you have Sun and Dharakarak in the fourth house. Now in the fifth house, it shows that your spouse will be a very loving father or a very loving mother, and they will raise your children very nicely. They will they will inculcate lot of values in your children, and you will not have to worry about raising your children. Yeah, the problem can come if you are too interfering in their raising your children, or if you're trying to, overtake their responsibility, then they can get somewhat irritated. So here the best thing is that you let them raise the children nicely, and just you can give your advices, but do not try to be dominating. Sun in the sixth house in Dharakarak. It's a very complicated placement because here, whenever arguments will happen, your spouse will win at all cost, and you will not able to dominate your spouse no matter what. They will only dominate you in arguments or any kind of logical decision that you have to take. They will be the one who will take that decision. Now the positive side here is that whenever you're not so healthy or you have some illness, then your spouse will take really good care of you, and they will make sure that you recover very easily. So this is a positive side with this placement. Sun in the seventh house as Tarapan. It can show that your spouse can be a very recognized person in society. They can be somebody who has a lot of respect in the society among their people. They will have that royal vibes. They will be confident, charming. You could get a spouse who's quite good looking also. They can be from in a very high ranking government job, or in whichever field they are, they will be recognized. They will be at a very good reputation. Now this shows that because seventh house is the original house of marriage, it can show that your complete marriage will be totally controlled by your spouse. It can be good if it is a benefic Sun, but if it is an afflicted Sun, a malefic Sun, then it shows that your marriage can become literally a power struggle. Sun in 8th house as Dharakarak. It shows that you will recognize your self-worth, your self-esteem through marriage. You will go through a major transformation after marriage, which will completely inculcate you with a lot of confidence. And this also shows that the joint assets of you and your spouse will be good here. Now, Sun in the 9th house in Dharakarak. This can show that your spouse will be a very spiritual person. They will be very dharmic, and they will know the difference between wrong and right, and they will let you also, they will actually push you towards spiritual life, towards following dharmic path, and they will also help you grow spiritually and have a relationship with God. Now, Sun in the 10th house as Dharakarak. Actually, this is one of the best placements for Sun to be Dharakarak, because here, definitely after marriage, you will get fame, recognition. Their spouse will definitely help you in your career. They will care for your career more than you care for your career. And it also shows that public reputation will be very good. People will see you as a power couple. In the 11th house, it shows that your spouse will, obviously, they will bring friends in marriage. Their friends that will become your friends also. Your network circle will increase. Your spouse will make sure that they fulfill your desires, because 11th house is the house of desires, and they will take it as their responsibility to fulfill your desires. So it is actually a very good placement. Now, Sun in the 12th house and Dharakarak, it shows that somehow here your ego will break, and that will be a quite painful experience. But In the 12th house, it also shows that if you and your spouse change your native place and like change your place, birthplace, or you go away from your birthplace, especially your spouse, then the marriage can be really good. But if you continue to stay at your birthplace or from where you belong, things can get really complicated. So this was all for Sun as Karak in all the 12 houses. If you like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel for more such upcoming videos.